number, and this is 4 infographic that we have chosen from the internet. Hello to Madam Jamie. Before we start our presentation today, let me introduce myself. My name is Muhammad Abdillah bin Ibrahim and my matrix number is 07DLS5A. We are from Logistic and Supply Chain Management from the Department of Commerce. In this video, we will make a presentation about a graph and chart. Before we go into the graph, I will talk about the infographic that we have chosen, which is secondary data. We obtain this data from the internet on the businesstoday.com website and mangolife.com website. Okay, now we will go to the introduction, which is we use bar graph for our presentation. As you already know, the first important element in this graph is the title. The second element is x-axis and y-axis. The x-axis is the horizontal line in a graph, usually representing the independent variable which is age, while the y-axis on the vertical side is present about percentage of injuries workers. And the last element is the legend, which is from the infographic refer to the occupational injuries rate per 1,000 workers and fatal occupational injuries rate per 10,000 workers. Okay, now I will be discuss about the national occupational accident, and this is statistic by age group in Malaysia. Okay, the lower percentage for the occupational injuries is at 1.03%, which is the group from age 15 to 19 years old group. Meanwhile, the higher percentage for the occupational injuries is at 2.46%, which is the group from age 55 to 59 and 60 to 64 years old group. This is because at a young age, some young workers tend to be careless and inattentive in their work due to a lack of extensive experience as they enter the workforce at young age. Next is the lower percentage for the fatal occupational injuries is at 1.0%, which is the group from age 15 to 19 years old group. Meanwhile, the higher percentage for the fatal occupational injuries is at 3.78%, which is the group from age 60 to 64 years old group. This is because the people at the age 60 to 64 years old are more likely to experience body aches and lack the strength to lift or perform a heavy work. Okay, next I will pass to the presentation to Lazarus Oliver.
I am Lazarus Oliver. My matrix number is 07DLS22F1031. So I will be presenting the workplace safety and health report for the year 2022. This report focuses on the number of major injuries and fatal injuries across 3 key industries, which is construction, manufacturing, and transportation and storage. Let's take a closer look at the data presented in the bar graph. Firstly, for the construction industry, we can see that it recorded the highest number of major injuries with 80 cases as well as 10 fatal injuries. This high number can be attributed to the nature of the work in construction, which involve heavy machinery and high-risk tasks such as working at heights. Next, in the manufacturing industry, there were 60 major injuries and 4 fatal injuries. Manufacturing often involves the use of large machinery and repetitive tasks, which can lead to accidents if proper safety procedures are not followed. Lastly, the transportation and storage industry recorded 29 major injuries and 5 fatal injuries. In this industry, injuries are commonly caused by accidents involving vehicles and the handling of heavy goods, which can lead to both major and fatal incidents. So next, I will be passed to Muhammad Dini Irfan. I am Lazarus Oliver. My matrix number is 07DLS22F1031. So I will be presenting the workplace safety and health report.
So for the next one, I will be starting with the introduction of myself, and my name is Muhammad Dini Irfan bin Mahad, and my matrix number is 07DLS22F1035. Now I will present my chart. The type of chart that I choose to use is funnel chart, and I will break down the statistics of accidents happened at work in across the state for the year of 2022. So for the right side of the vertical axis in the chart, it shows the state across in Malaysia. And next, for the left sides of the vertical axis in the chart, it shows the numbers of accidents happened in the year of 2022 in the Malaysia's map. As we all can see that this chart uses distinct color to represent each state, making it easy to identify the legend. So for this chart, overall, we can see that Selangor have the biggest number of accidents happen and ranks the highest with total of 6,563 cases. We can also see that Johor was significantly lower and followed closely with only a slight difference of 35 numbers of cases. Meanwhile, Perlis has the lowest case of accidents happen at work with only 161 cases. And next, Kuala Lumpur, Pulau Pinang and Kedah has the mid-range cases of accidents at work happened from range of 2,000 to 3,200 cases. The states with the lowest number of reported accidents is Perlis, Kelantan and Terengganu with range of below 1,000 cases reported. Based on this analysis, we can conclude that Selangor has the most accidents at work happen across the state in Malaysia with 6,563 cases reported for the year of 2022. So therefore, workplace accidents remain a significant concern across Malaysia. States like Selangor and Johor lead in the number of incidents, while smaller states like Perlis see fewer cases. This data is crucial for improving workplace safety in Malaysia.
Hello, my name is Muhammad Rizat and my matrix number is 07DLS22F1048. I will be presenting a bar graph on fatal and non-fatal occupational injuries per 100,000 workers across 5 countries. The first one is Costa Rica, show the fatal highest risk with a fatal injury rate of 9.7 and 9,421 non-fatal injuries. This suggests that workplace safety measures may not be as strong in Costa Rica. In contrast, Finland has the lowest fatal injury rate at 0.7 and 4,025 non-fatal injuries, indicating a strong focus on safety regulations. Argentina and Chile have similar figures, with fatal injury rate of around 3 and non-fatal injuries over 3,000. This suggests moderate risk levels in these countries. Last but not least, France has a fatal injury rate of 2.5 and non-fatal injuries just under 3,000, reflecting a relatively safer working environment. In conclusion, Costa Rica's high injury rate highlights the need for better safety policies, while Finland's low rate demonstrates the effectiveness of strong safety regulations. That's all from me. Next, I will pass it to Taufik. Thank you. Hello, my name is
Lastly, I'm going to talk about this particular bar graph. This bar graph illustrates the number of accidental occupational injuries from 2013 to 2016. It is categorized by types of accidents. As we can see, fall from height is the most frequent types of accidents, especially in 2014 and 15. We've picked about 25 cases in 2014. This shows a height-related safety measures were critical issues in those years. Other types of accidents, such as being crushed by vehicles and crushed by objects and materials, also shows notable incidences, particularly in 2015, where the numbers reach 5 and 7 cases respectively. While electrocution and buried accidents occur less frequent, their occurrences emphasize a variety of hazard presence in different occupational settings. The data suggested that focusing on preventing falls from height should be a priority, along with maintaining vigilance for other accident types. In conclusion, this data underscore the critical needs for targeted work safety measures, particularly in high-risk areas such as working at height and handling heavy machinery. The spike of injury, especially from falls, highlight the importance in implementing a stronger safety protocols. This is where the Occupational Safety and Health Administration, or OSHA, plays a key role, where OSHA will be a body that prevent and make action such as enforcing safety standards, conducting regular inspection, and providing safety training, which they are essential in reducing workplace injuries. But by adhering by OSHA standard and guideline, employee can create a safer environment, preventing not only the most frequent injuries but also the less common. yet equally dangerous one, like electrocution or being buried. That's all from us. Thank you.